boys. It's freaking cold out here, bro. I'm as cold as a butterball. I'm as cold as a jitterjet. And Angel's cold too, look at her. You can tell she's literally freezing her little cat ears off, bro. I'm about to put this hoodie on. Oh, man. And if you're wondering what the glasses are all about, oh, bro, Angel's so cute, man. What a cute cat, bro. Wow. Okay. Well, guys, we need to talk a little bit, okay? We actually need to freaking talk about what the heck is going on, all right? So we all know that maybe this is wrong, but hold on. This is 30. Okay. Maybe this is wrong, but from what I've seen, I don't understand how this could be an incorrect statement. But from my personal experience and observations as a human specimen, I firmly believe that our species is the most intelligent species. Now I know they say like monkeys are close to us, or at least they're like the closest other species to our intelligence, but as we all know, humans are more intelligent. We're just more further evolved than monkeys. But I know scientists also say that dolphins are really smart creatures, which is true, but like when you think about it, you can even Google this, but you don't really need to. Dolphins have not built skyscrapers. Dolphins, they don't do math. They don't wear clothes. Clothing is not actually an invention of our intelligence. I just said that. But dolphins, they haven't engineered cities, nations, trade. There's actually a lot of reasons why dolphins and every other species is better than humans. Every other species besides humans has not created politics, political conflict. And as far as I know, most other species are way further from the greed level that humans are at, because humans are just naturally and biologically sinful by nature. So we're gonna have a lot different thought patterns and neural pathways than every other species, because humans have a high level of fear and greed and insecurity and the feeling of missing out, but that is fear. So as humans, we are super stupid, but we're also the most intelligent species in most ways. Like mathematically, I would say. Socially, humans are pretty intelligent. I'm actually not sure if we are the most socially intelligent species. I would have to look that one up, because there's a lot of species that are very socially intelligent. But humans, we're at the top of the food chain. That's the main point. We're not the strongest, we're not the biggest, we're not the fastest, we're not the best designed for every single climate and region that there is. We would die in the polar, we would get smoked like in some of these deserts out there that are just super hot and dry, no water, right? Obviously. But as humans, we've built technologies to help us survive in every single biome, even space, which is nutty. Like, I don't really know of any other species that has been to space. I know a dog has been to space, but it wasn't because of the dog's own works. It was because of a human's works that sent the dog to space, right? Rest in peace to that dog. But yeah, like an elephant didn't go to space yet, right? Giraffes, they haven't built a spaceship. I don't know. There's just not a lot of competition with humans, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not hating on other animals. I'm not hating on other species. I love animals, guys. I'm like one of those dudes. Like, you'll see me if I'm walking, if I'm just minding my own business, and then a cute animal comes out of nowhere, bro, I'll just like start hugging that animal, you know? As long as it doesn't bite me or have rabies or anything, which you don't know, so you're not supposed to hug random animals. But I'm the type of dude that would do that. But yeah, like, humans are definitely my least favorite species, but they're really cool. I mean, I have a lot of human friends, you know, they're pretty cool. They share the same issues that I have as a human specimen, right? Greed, fear, false confidence, sometimes lacking faith. There's so many different emotions that humans have. Insecurity, like second guessing yourself, doubt, negative thoughts, stuff like that, you know, stuff that is not good for you, stuff that doesn't help you get ahead in life, right? And when people think about getting ahead in life, they always think of like making money or making it to the top financially, becoming financially free, geographically free, and getting that time freedom, right? Not working for anybody else, not having to be under your boss or a CEO or something like that, which is great. You know, nobody wants to have a boss. At the end of the day, your boss doesn't want to have a boss, but your boss does have a boss, right? And that's just the way that life is right now. That's the way the humans have constructed the imaginary social and the productivity scale, you could say, of this world that we've built. Many nations, many economies, many societies, many civilizations, all working towards what it seems to be a common goal, but there's so many problems and so much conflict that if you have at least 2 brain cells, then it's very clear to see that we're not doing it the correct way or the most optimally way. Like, we're definitely on the right track for sure, but this idea of the financial system and the financial game, it's a bit silly to me, and there's a lot of problems with it. But you know, being someone who's really interested and fascinated by financials, the stock market, stuff of that nature, like, I'm not really complaining that much. Like, yeah, I'm technically complaining when I'm saying that there's problems, but let's be honest, I'm not gonna be the one that's gonna fix it. Like, maybe someday in the future, but not right now. Like, I'm still learning a lot about the system. Yeah, so basically, humans created this game of finances, and we play this game of finances to get to the top of the ladder, to climb to the top of the leaderboard, because that's how you get respect, that's how you make it, that's how you beat the game, which is true. Like, there's only one way to beat a game, any game, even a video game, and that's to beat the game. And how do you do that in real life? You get to the top. So the way to do that in finance is to make a lot of money, right? But you see, that's where the problem is. If humans, or it could be any species, but in this case it's humans, because that's just the reality. Humans created the game around finances. So you work, you exchange your time for money, and then whatever that fiat currency is simply a visual representation of a certain amount of energy, which is consistent, should be consistent with your entire nation, your entire country, because every country has its own different currency. Obviously, some countries share currency, but the valuations are still different because every country has a different economy. So this physical thin piece of paper called a currency, which has a specific name in whatever country you live in, is a physical, tangible representation of work, of value given. Let me just make sure the camera's still on. Yeah, I thought it turned off. Of value given that most people give with their time, giving a service to a company, and that's how they get money, right? It's called a salary, it's called a paycheck, it's called a wage. The problem with this, obviously, is if you're working to make money and you're making money to enjoy life because you need money to buy things to make you happy and to live a good life, which is what, like 90% maybe of human beings believe, well then you're not going to enjoy your life if you spend it working, doing something you don't like. And even if you spent your whole life doing something you did enjoy just to make money, eventually you would get so bored of it and you wouldn't want to do it anymore. But then if you stopped working, you'd stop getting new money, or it's not even new money. The money is just circulating back to you within your economy, right? Nobody owns anything, guys, so your money is yet not your money, just so you know. But if you stopped working, you'd stop getting cash flow into your bank account, into your name, right? So what are you supposed to do? You can make more money early so that you can stop working the same job for your whole life and do something different, or go enjoy your life, travel for the rest of your life. Yeah, that's a possibility. Or you can build a system that makes money for you for your whole life, like a business or a service or something like that, where it's being run either by people, or nowadays you could probably build a 100% automated business using AI agents, right? Which still costs money because human beings are the ones generating the energy, running the power grids, working at these AI data centers that are training these AI models with petabytes of data to make them smarter, faster, and more efficient. So people, right, literal human beings, like what you and me are physically doing manual and intellectual work to keep these AI companies and data centers up and running so that the public can use these AI services such as ChatGPT, Claude, Gemini, Grok, and then obviously there's so many other AI services these days. But if you invested that money into a couple AI services and agents, and then gave them a prompt, a script, told them what to do, told them what you want. It's getting super dark, guys. Hold on. It's getting super dark. Okay, that should be good for now. You told these AI bots what to do, how to run your company, your business, whatever you want. Then you could theoretically create a fully automated online business that provides value to people in some sort of way, in some sort of market, and then people pay for that service, that your AI agents are running for you. And that money obviously doesn't go to those AI companies, it goes to you, right? Because the bank account is linked into your business where that money flows to. So then you're making money and you're not working. But is that sustainable? Is a question. Maybe, maybe not. But also, is that ethical? I don't know. Right? And if you're a very ethically conscious person, a lot of these decisions and ideas are hard for us to think about because we don't want to do something that would disappoint God, right? We don't want to bend our morals just so that we can get more money and live a better life, because this life is so temporary, guys. You could literally die tomorrow, and I hope that that does not happen, but you don't know when that's gonna happen, right? So really, anything for this life is not worth it, because it's gonna go away, it's gonna get old, it's gonna deteriorate, it's gonna stop working, it's gonna disappoint you. And if you attach yourself to external things, such as objects and even people sometimes, which is very difficult to say, because that sounds very harsh, you're going to get a lot of pain, because everything comes to an end, right? So don't attach yourself to anything at all, especially not money. If you were going to attach yourself to anything in life, at least make it valuable and like somewhat emotionally deep, right? I would rather you form good, deep connections with other human beings than form a deep love for money, because I mean, it's everywhere in the Bible, y'all. I'm just saying, don't love money. Please. Can you guys still see me? Yeah, okay, cool. Alright, guys, do not love money. It's better to love people than to love money. But it's best to love God, because He's the only thing that's gonna last forever, right? As far as we know. He's been forever and He will forever. Like, that's just what it is, y'all. So yeah, I mean, enjoy this life, right? However many more days we have on this earth, we gotta cherish it. We gotta appreciate it. We gotta give all the thanks to Him. We gotta appreciate it with our day ones, with our family, with our boys, with our sisters. Whoever you got in life, guys, cherish it. Be grateful. Even if you have one homie, even if you have 1,000 homies, it doesn't matter, bro. Just love them. Just love the people around you, because that's really all that matters, you know? And forgive people, guys. Like, everybody makes mistakes. Everybody is a sinner. Everybody has greed and emotions and pain and self-worth issues, guys. You just have to be kind to people, and you just gotta let people know that they're loved, and that most of all, Jesus loves them, of course, because His love is the only thing that actually saves us, guys. It's not your love, it's not my love, it's His love, which is just so amazing, guys. But yeah, honestly, just wanted to come out here and talk for a little bit, because I spent almost the whole day just like doing financial research and a bunch of silly stuff that isn't gonna transfer over into heaven, obviously. But nah, it's all cool. It's super cold and it's getting really dark, so I'm gonna go inside, boys. Ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you for watching, for listening. If you got anything out of this, I'm glad. If you didn't, then thank you for spending time with me. I'll see y'all in the next one. Take care.